What you're now hearing is a tube microphone. Yes, the microphone is tubular in shape, and also totally tubular, but inside its elegant body is a vacuum tube. You know, the way old audio equipment used to work. Glowing tubes. But in the late 1960s, tubes and microphones began getting phased out in favor of fat designs. Sure, they were easier to work with, weren't as delicate, and didn't require warm-up time, but something changed. That unmistakable tube sound was absent. Many guitarists wouldn't give up the tubes in their amps, would they? So why should mic-ists? Micers? Microphonists? Mic people? Why should mic people give up their tubes? The following video is a review of the Dachman DA67, a full but much less expensive recreation of the 1960s tube mic made famous all over the world, the Neumann U67. I'm going to stop doing this voiceover right now so you can watch the actual review. Okay, bye. This might be the most requested microphone review I've ever had, but it's finally here. The Dachman DA67 tube microphone review. It's 67% nerdy stuff and it's coming right up. So, good day and welcome to the Time Preservation Society. I'm Wayne Campbell, again. For more than 20 years, Josh Sularski, the founder and main dude at Dachman Audio, adored the sound of the Neumann U67 ever since he worked with one on a record he was involved in recording. When Dachman Audio officially began in 2020, recreating the U67 was always on the short list of accomplishments that absolutely needed to happen. When he finally could, he spent 2 years developing his dream mic, and it finally became a reality in 2025, which was the Fountain of Youth and Mission Impossible Final Reckoning ago. The DA67 is a faithful reproduction of the original schematics of the U67, but the choice was made to update only a few of the components to modern versions for reliability reasons, and to extend the life of the mic, of course. As Josh himself said, for all intents and purposes, the DA67 is based on the U67 reissue, most notably in that the same EF806 tube is used, the Tungsol EF806 SG. But there might be die-hard vintage tube lovers in the audience, and if so, Dachman Audio has additional options for you. You can upgrade these tubes, oh yes, to new old stock Telefunkens. Oh yeah. Anyway, let me know if you want to know about that. And aside from the amazing sounding mic, there's something even cooler about owning the Dachman DA67. It's the case. Look at this thing. It's a serious tweed case. It's not joking around or having fun or laughing at farts. It's a serious case. It's gorgeous. And just wait until you pull this out in front of clients to set up their mic. And I mean that. Buy this mic, receive it, then just sit on your couch and wait until you have clients. Then, bring this case out. Then take a shower because, damn. The wonder mixed with envy you'll detect radiating off them. This is the best mic case I've ever seen, and I have around 60 of them. Inside we can see the mic itself, a quality shock mount, the power supply, a swivel mount, and a place to put the power supply cable, along with the supplied 20-foot 7-pin cable that goes between the mic and the power supply. The power supply is really cool. It's heavy duty, but really well thought out. It employs a soft start heater, along with a delayed soft start on the high voltage, and 2 indicator lights. The red one is marked wait, and when it's all warmed up, the white one lights up, and it's marked ready. The swivel mount is all metal and is once again heavy duty. The shock mount screws onto the mic to lock the mic in place. And now for the mic itself. This is a nickel-plated brass body once again. It has a rigid grille that doesn't have much give, and that wonderful raised Dachman Audio logo button thing. Inside is a custom Dachman-designed KA67 capsule, engineered to deliver the tonal nuances of the original. It has 3 switches on its body. The first is a high-pass roll-off switch. The next is a -10 dB pad switch, and finally the 3-position polarity switch: cardioid, omni, and figure 8. Inside the mic is that iconic Dachman purple circuit board with all the hand-soldered components beautifully placed. We can see the huge vintage-sounding DA-BV12 transformer in there too. And of course, that EF806 tube that is literally the exact same tube as found in the current Neumann U67 reissue. That Neumann U67 reissue mic currently costs just under $8,000. The Dachman DA67 uses the included 7-pin cable to operate and does not require any phantom power. Dachman was kind enough to include the extraordinarily hand-selected and posh voltage when you buy the mic. It's a heavy mic, as suspected. It measures... Oh, hold on a second, let me just find my trusty old measuring tape. There it is. You know, this measuring tape was used by a United Defense Force private, William Cage, I think his name was, when he was repeatedly fighting insect-like alien invaders known as mimics on a French beach back in 2020. I picked it up from Private Cage back when he was a major in 2015, I think. Anyway, it measures 225 millimeters long and 60 millimeters in diameter. That's about 8 3/4 by 2 1/4 inches in American. So, like all of my reviews, I've done absolutely no processing on this sound, with the exception of a limiter in case I get too loud. This, what you're hearing right now, is the raw Dachman DA67 sound. So let's hear it in the booth. All right, so we're in the booth with the Dachman DA67, and this is what it sounds like. There's one thing that strikes me about this mic. It's how quiet it is. I mean, and this is going through a 50-foot XLR cable all the way to the other side of the house and into a Grace M101 and then into an audio fuse and then into the Apollo and then into my Mac. And the sound, it's so quiet. Anyway, this is what it sounds like in the booth, and that's what you're hearing. So let's try the other settings. Let's go Omni. All right, so now you're hearing the sound of Omni in the booth. Really, basic Omni works great. Far away and close up. And so that's Omni. Let's go to figure 8. I expect good things. And now you're hearing it on figure 8. It's got a much more focused sound, a little bit more low end. It sounds really good. And just to show you, there's the back, there's the front, and here's the side. Works like a charm, as it should. All right, let's go back to cardioid for 2 more switches. All right, so let's try the -10 dB pad. All right, so now you're hearing it with the pad switch on. Yeah, all right. And lastly, let's try the roll-off. It's going to be too high. All these 87 mics, the roll-offs are too high, I think. And there you are. Yeah, so it's taken just a bit too much off to use on at least a male voice. So great for guitar, great for other things, but not so much on a male voice. It takes that low end off. And there you go. So yeah, that's the sound of the Dachman DA67 in the booth. Let's go back to the video. And of course, I had to write and record a mini song to demonstrate how this mic might be used in real-world applications. I think as it was intended. Here's that song. I can feel the glow of it from here. I can feel it more than other gear. It's a comfort that I need. I can sound like 1962. It's so much better than I ever knew. It's my breakthrough. It's got a vacuum tube, and I'm no noob. And now you're in the loop, and that's all I'll say until the chorus, which is right now. I'm living in a vacuum tube. The DA67 is all but new. Join me living in a vacuum tube. The DA67's got tons of room. Wait, this song makes no sense to me. Maybe it's figurative. Man, this mic sounds like a record album on music. Just so you know, the voiceover intro to this and all other videos, those intros that I do, demonstrate the mics or gear when processed the way that I would normally process for voiceovers or for spoken word. The body of the videos, like this part, are raw, and the mini songs are processed for music, but minimally so. And I include mistakes and imprecise timing so you know it's really me playing all these instruments using the mic I reviewed and not some AI junk. I've never used AI and never will. So now we arrive at the price. This is not a cheap mic, but you're getting the authentic sound of that $8,000 Neumann U67 at a fraction of the price. You can own your very own Dachman Audio DA67 for $1,499 USD, but it's currently on sale for only $1,099. That's $400 off right now. So $1,100, and you own this vacuum tube mic. So is it worth that price? You're damn right it's worth it. That's $6,901 cheaper than the Neumann version, and just as handsome. Does it sound the exact same as a Neumann U67? I have no idea. Sadly, I've never worked with a real U67, so I can't tell you one way or the other. But I can say, if you compared a Neumann U67 from 1960 to a Neumann U67 reissue that's out now, they would most definitely not sound the same. In fact, if you compared 10 vintage Neumann U67 mics, none of them would sound the same as each other. So to say the Dachman DA67 sounds incredibly close to a real Neumann U67 could invariably mean that it sounds as close as one Neumann U67 sounds to any other. So yeah, it's worth it. When working on that mini song, I was blown away not just by the sound, but the way it handles all sorts of mic'd instruments. The smoothed over sonic gooiness it's just sublime. And when pushed hard, it saturates in the warmest, subtle way. It takes EQ like a Neumann would. It's in no way sibilant. Hard to tell with my non-sibilant voice anyway. And it's got that ultra high frequency edge to it that makes it sound like an album. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like every sound captured with this mic has that almost imperceivable mag EQ airband analog lining to it. Super high. Do you hear that? It has that. I'm always looking for mics that have that. I'm always looking for that. Amazingly enough, on VoiceOver, this thing kicked all the buttocks. There were buttocks all over the place. Just a giant field of pre-kicked buttocks. Normally, a tube mic wouldn't be the first choice for a VO, but I would use a DA67 all day long for spoken word. you're hearing this raw right now. What do you think? Like, comment right now. Comment. It's quiet, it's robust sounding, and it's built to last. I mean, this thing's awesome. I absolutely adore this mic. I can't even contain it. I'm so happy that I love this mic. It could have gone either way. And I was prepared to tell you all about any potential downfalls, like high noise, because that's usually a thing. But nope. It's really this good, and it's quiet, and it's great. I love reviewing good gear on this channel. Ain't nobody got time for junk. So that's a 100% mic recommendation from me. Totally. It's a superb microphone to add to your mic locker. I've got nothing else here in all my mics that sounds like this mic. Well done, Josh and team at Dachman Audio. That's 3 for 3. I cannot wait to see what you come up with next. Well, that'll just about do it for all of me here at the Time Preservation Society. It's Intensity in 10 cities. Bye now. In transmission. Thank you very much, everybody. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And watch these videos. Check this mic out. You're going to love it. All right. Bye now.